Now, today we're going to talk about because it's only a 1 hour thing, we're going to talk about the rule of Shen Yi Qi. Okay, what is Shen Yi Qi? Oh, by the way, I would like everyone to participate, keep it casual, make sure that ask a lot of questions so that I don't sit here and go, oh, what we're going to talk about next year. Ask a lot of questions because the way to learn is to share, and then you may ask a question that the other person may not have thought about, and they go, yeah, that's a good question. So therefore, feel free, be casual, ask a lot of questions.
We're not usually casual.
especially Monica. I don't know why Monica is always around.
But she won't ask any questions.
Okay, now Shen Yi Qi, everyone understand what is meant by Shen Yi Qi?
No.
The spirit, the intention, and the qi. Okay. Now Shen is the hardest part to understand, right? To be honest, even I myself is not completely fully understand. I catch glimpses of what it means, but I'm not fully understanding. And hopefully we can all work on it so we can all understand it more one day. Basically, Shen is actually your spirit, your being. It's a part of you that actually is aware of everything. It's a part of you that makes, I wouldn't say conscious decisions, but intuitive decisions that you know what to do, what you should be doing. That's the Shen part. Okay, it's a part of you that actually integrate with your opponent. There's a part of you that actually envelopes the opponent. Okay, that's a Shen. Okay, very very hard to actually put pen to paper as to what it is. But the thing is I'm sure you know that you have met people who actually just taking you over. They just talk to you and you feel like you are all there. That's the effect of the Shen. Okay. Now the next part, Yi. Okay, Yi is actually the intention, right? It's the bit that comes from the heart. And Qi, everybody knows what Qi is. It's the vital energy, right? The one that keeps you alive, the one that keeps you healthy. Okay. Now there's a saying. I'll say it in Cantonese because that's my background. 身為令氣為旗, which means that the Shen is the general, the heart is the commanding officer, and Qi is the flag bearer. Okay. Now, what it means is this: if you think of it, your body as an army. Okay. Your Shen would actually be the general. Okay. So the general decides that we need to attack, right? And our strategy is that we would actually round off the enemies from the east, right, and then attack them from the south. Things like that. That's what the general does. Okay. That's what your Shen does. Okay, so when for example, if I have to fight with Louis, even though he's a nice guy, I may have to fight him, right? So it would be my Shen would be the factor that's actually determining how I'm going to attack Louis. Am I going to trick him? Am I going to smash him or his that posture? Like he's hiding something in the pocket. I think it's all part of your intuition, part of the Shen. It's not so much a cognitive thing, but it's more an intuitive thing. Okay, Yi is actually the commanding officer. So the general tells the commanding officers that we have to attack that and that and that and that, right? And the commanding officers would say, this army goes there, this army goes there, etc., etc. Okay, so the commanding officer is actually to relay and tell the army what needs to be done, not what needs to be done. Okay, the general is probably sitting way at the back there, right, watching the whole thing, having a cup of tea, right, while it is actually the commanding officers that actually commands the things, that relay the messages. Okay, that's your Yi, that's your heart. So the someone, that's your heart issuing the command. And what it means by the Qi as a flag bearer is that in the old days, because there were no great technology, so when the commanding officers tells them, the yellow corps, you have to go there, the red core, you have to go there, and then you actually have a guy holding this big yellow flag, right? Okay, charge and charging the battlefield, right? You know, holding the yellow flag, like, come on, shoot me, yeah. Charging in, right? While all the other soldiers say, hey, we are the yellow soldiers, we follow that flag, and then charging in the battlefield as well too. So therefore, like the role of the chi is actually to lead the army into battle. Okay, the chi is not the army. The chi is actually the flag bearer holding pulling the army in. So which means that let's say if I have to can I go Ray? Yes.
Sure.
Okay. So thank you, Silver Ray. So let's say that if I am to actually do things to Ray, right? I cannot stand here and use my marvelous chi and go fall down. It's not going to happen. However, my Shen is that I know that like I need to actually get those centers, right? My yi, then I issue the command to the body, and my body carries it out, right? So the Shen, the yi, and then the yi actually directs the chi, right? So therefore the thing is, I'm actually like send the chi here, but the chi would actually leave my body, you know, yeah, move Sifu Ray accordingly. Yeah. Now you will notice that like it's not my army going like that, but it's actually Shen, Yi, Qi, yeah. It will actually be like that's the process. That's a Shen Yi Qi process. Something.
Thank you. And when he touches me, there's very little physical effort or force.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not like we push.
Yeah. So basically, that's the nature of the statement. Shen is general, heart is commanding orders, and Qi is like someone. So it's someone like Hei Wai King. Okay. Now, of course, like in theory, right? Shen is governed by this part. Okay. They were talking about the third eye, they're talking about the pineal gland, they're talking about yin tang, wei xin, all those things. But actually, to be honest, yeah, you know that it's somewhere here, that's fine. That's Shen. Okay, Yi comes from the heart, right, which is actually this part of the region, right? And the Qi comes from this part of the body, okay, Qi Hai. Everybody knows Qi, right? But the thing is, like, you also need to know that, like, just the Qi itself is not going to be, like, very well. An army without a flag bearer, right? It's actually like not very well constructed army. You do need a flag bearer. You do need the heart to issue the command, right? So to actually like direct where the chi is supposed to go, and then the chi will take the body there. As I said before, there's no way I can knock someone out just by chi alone. The chi has to actually like supply the body, yeah, to actually do the right thing, yeah. So that's the nature of it. Okay. Any questions so far? Feel free, please ask questions. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you mean that metaphorically, or do you mean that physiologically from these centers, from these areas, or do you mean it like more?
Okay, and from a Chinese medicine point of view,
yeah,
right? These are the centers.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I do not think that they are very, very strict points. I think that they are regions. It's more the area, this area, and this area doing the things. We will deal with it more in the Qigong class on Sunday morning, right? Then you will actually learn how to actually express and things like that. But they are more generalized instead of specific points. And then sometimes some different martial arts schools will say that like it's actually the Qi is actually the whole Hua region. Some say that it's actually like this a little bit here, etc., etc. And Chinese likes to argue. We've been arguing over this for the past 4,000 years. So therefore, like, and we will continue to argue over it for the next 4,000 years. So that's the nature of the piece. Yeah. Any other questions so far? Yes, please, Jenny.
We know that Qi is a substance. We can see it, we can feel it. What about Shen?
Shen, I do not think that it is a substance. Right? Actually, Qi, is it really a substance? To be honest, I don't really know either. Again, for the past 4,000 years, Chinese has been arguing the true nature of qi. Yeah, and I don't think I have any authority to say exactly what it is, right? But the thing about the Chinese concept is qi, is that everything is qi. Yeah, your structure is your hei sai, your qi structure. The lunch we had today, they had very, very good stir fry, and Chinese would say good wok hei, like a good wok qi. Yeah. And then we look at the picture and say this is got a good hei sai, a good qi structure as well. So therefore the thing is like qi is actually used very, very broadly. What exactly it is, people still argue. But the thing is like, it will be a combination of various things, yeah. But one of the issues is that like for your practice of Tai Chi, in a way, don't overcomplicate it. If I'm not making it too complicated. Yeah, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overanalyze it. Just use it in a practical way to help you get to your goal. Yeah, whatever your goal, it doesn't really matter because like everyone has a different goal. Some people use it for fighting. That's what I would like to do. Some people for push hands. Some people for health, right? And everyone has a right to choose what they want to use the training for. Okay, there is no one way saying that you must use it for fighting or you must use it for push hand. No such thing. No such thing. It is actually your personal thing. It's your personal goal. Like, don't care about what people say. Do it for yourself. Yeah. So you're not doing it for other people. You're doing it for yourself. Okay. Now, another analogy that I would like to use for the Shen Yi Qi would be the rider and the horse analogy. Okay, rider and horse analogy. In the beginning, you need to train the horse how to do jumps, how to actually like run. Okay, what happens? What it means when I pull the ropes? What happens? Am I supposed to like when I go giddy up? Yeah. What is it supposed to mean? So in the beginning, you will have to use a lot of this to train the body, right? But then once you have trained the horse, right, as the rider, you can't micromanage the horse, right? When you go riding, you can't micromanage everything. Basically, you want to go there, and you tell the horse, go! Yeah? You trust the horse. You trust the horse when the horse sees a ditch to jump over it, okay? And that's what you would have to do. That's what you would have to do. So what it means is that like, if you look at it from this analogy, it's that like your Shen becomes the rider. I'm riding a horse, right? But then the Yi and Qi actually comes from the horse, right? So the horse would actually know what to do. So which means that like, if I can borrow Wolf, yay, Wolf is back, yeah. Now I'm going to punch Wolf really, really hard. Now, what it means is this. If I have to do something to Wolf, right? While I'm training, actually, you know what? Wolf is going to do something to me, right?
It's about time.
Wolf actually hit me here this early this afternoon so well that I'm still feeling it now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, for example, what I mean by training is that now, at first, Wolf is going to pop me, right, using this. And I have to explain to Wolf, say that, okay, now what you want to do is that like you would actually remember the sword that you were using. You don't have the sword here, but in your mind the sword is still there, okay? And then you would actually like do the things with your head, right? And I would need to actually coordinate it to help Wolf to find it. So Wolf, you try it, think about what you need to do, and go through with it. Yep, that's a little bit happening, okay? And then over time, we need to fine-tune it until the horse is properly trained, right? But once the horse is properly trained, if I am to thump Wolf, right, Wolf would actually need to be able to actually do it without thinking. Yeah, like for example, like right now I'm thinking, I'm training, right? So I get, okay, I have to actually do this and go whoop, 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 and pop Wolf, okay? But once it is happening. It move actually like comes and goes, right? I can't think anymore. I cannot think anymore. I can't go punch me and go. I can't do that. So the thing is like you need to actually trust the horse, that you have actually trained the horse well. Okay? If you haven't trained the horse well, you're going to fall over. Right? So you do need to actually train the horse properly. But when you use it, trust the horse. Right? Don't think about it, just do it. Okay? That's the idea of the horse analogy. Now, anyone has any other questions? No questions.
How long does training take?
Okay, that is a very, very good question. Really good question. Okay, not long. And I'm not kidding you. It is not long. What's important is when you're going to know, right? As human beings, one of our biggest problems are like we like to use our cauliflowers. When it is very, very useful as an analytical tool, as well as a training tool, right? When you micromanage the horse to jump over the ditch to run, like, okay, step left, step right, step left, step right, nothing's going to work. You have to trust the horse. So you go, giddy up, and the horse will go. That's really what you have to do. So the thing is, like most of you guys, because of all the extended training background, right? You've got what it takes in there already. Yeah, all it takes for you to actually is to make the shift, right? And you'll be amazed how fast we work. Civil Ray this morning, like I showed rated how the pop mill was using the sword, right? And basically he managed to do it so quickly, so soon, and he was doing it so clean. Yeah, it was really, really thin pop, and I go, yeah. So that was totally awesome. So which means that it means that like it's not how long it takes, it's whether you can make that mental shift. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Yes. Oh, sorry, yeah.
What's the purpose of having the sword or visualizing the sword at your side?
Okay, now just that one was actually, I'll just grab the sword here. Top of camera. If I can borrow Civil Rays.
Sure.
Okay, right. Okay, so we.
Would you?
Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah. Now, okay, one more. Yeah, now what happened, why I'm using the sword is because like, one of the biggest thing about emitting power is that I must not emit power through here. Let's say, for example, from here, if I actually have to like push through, the opponent can resist me. That's right. Because he knows where I'm coming from. But not if I do this. Not if I do this, right? Because it's not here. Okay? So the more you can actually like fool the opponent, right, the better. Which means that like if you want to send an army into the battlefield, the best army will be an invisible one. Yeah, not the one that's grabbing. Like the American army, the US army, they don't go into the battlefield wearing red uniforms. Yeah, they wear camouflage for this very, very reason, because you don't want the opponents to know. So now what we're doing with the sword was that from here, right, instead of me pushing through these two fingers, which Civil Ray can resist, right? What I'm actually doing is that I'm actually bringing the power into the sword, right? And I'm using the vibration of the sword, you know, yeah, to actually send the power up. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
That's crystal clear.
So it's like, and then the sword goes, and the power sends right out. Yeah. So this is actually like how you would actually use the arm here. How you would actually use the body. A lot of very simple things is would do a couple of interesting exercises in the moment. Yeah. So for example, again, if I have to actually do something to Civil Ray, right? I'm not going to push here like this, right? I'm just going to get Civil Ray into my back aura, right? I'm just bringing it from here, this everything in front, this back aura, and then I do a little turn. Ooh, Yeah, that's all that is. That's all it takes. Whoop, back order. Okay? That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. You must have nothing where you're touching the opponent. Yeah, everything comes from everywhere else. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I mean, I've never done this before until today.
Yeah.
And I just took the sword and he explained to me, just like I tell all of you when we do Fung, don't think so much, right, Michael? You know, don't think. This is more subtle. You know, when we're doing the basic Fung, we know it's not so subtle. But this is so subtle, you would have to trust it and not think at all. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can nail it. Can I try one time?
Yeah.
I probably won't get it now that I'm bragging about it. Yeah.
Don't think so much.
Yeah, and you have the fingers, and like you were saying today, it's not. Thank you, Scott. It's not here. It's here.
A little bit, but you're trying too hard.
I'm trying to. I get all this audience.
Yeah. But this morning when
It was real clean.
when Ray was doing it, like it was actually real clean.
Yeah, real nice.
Yeah, that's one.
That one. I mean, I just barely touched it. Thank you. Throw money. I'm just being sick. But it's true. I mean, I was amazed myself. And like all of you who have done Fajin, you all say the same thing. It felt like I did nothing. It felt effortless. And I'm just barely touching him. Boom, okay? I love it.
And the reason why you felt effortless is because imagine you're riding a horse, and when the horse jumps over the ditch, right? You're totally effortless because you're just sitting there, right? And it's actually the horse doing the thing. So basically, that's the same situation. So you tell the body to do something, you don't need any effort, and the body says, okay, all right, I'll do it. Yeah, and it's done. Okay. But one of the things you notice is that like you really need to trust your energetics. Okay. If I am actually doing this to Silver Ray or to Wolf, and okay, now it probably won't work too well, so I'm going to push a little bit more. Nah, not going to work. Not going to work. The only way to work is I trust it. Okay, I trust it, and I'm just going to like do what I need to do. Pump, and it's going to work. Yeah. So basically, that's the situation. That's the situation. You really, really need to trust yourself. That's why you train here. Because like here, if you trust yourself and if it doesn't work, right, no big deal, right? Try again, right? But on the street, you don't get a second chance, right? If you're fighting someone, you don't get a second chance. So therefore, like, you really need to trust them. Health, you don't get a second chance. If you think that you're actually moving the energy around, that but you're just imagining it, right? And because it's not really working, right? It's not going to work, right? You need to actually find ways to actually gauge where it is really working, and that's why when you train, it's very, very important and very, very useful. Yeah. Any questions so far? Please, yes, Monica. Sorry.
How does form fit into that?
How does the form fit into that? Okay. The form is your exercise book, right? When we were kids, right, when we learned how to read and write, we would open the exercise book, right, and copy letter A, letter A, letter A, letter A, letter B, letter B, letter B. So basically the form is the exercise book. At the end of the day, when you are scribbling notes down, right, dental school, like the lecturer goes, blah, 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 right, and you have to go like that, right? Your A and B no longer looks like A and B, but it doesn't matter because you can read it, right? The pharmacist will not be able to read it. But you can read it, that's the important thing. Okay, so the form is important in the sense that it gives you something to go over, something to practice, right? And then you test and see whether it works, right, with each other, right? Make sure that you test with each other very, very well before you actually go and test it with, I don't know, the pop down the road. But the thing is, like, that's the process. You need to go over the form again, try it, right? Understand what that part of the form means, right? Try it, and then, hey, hey, it worked. Try it a bit more. Yeah, make it a little bit harder. Yeah. So that's the situation. So in the beginning, like, I mean, of course, like in a real fight, I'm not going to be able to go and pop someone up like that. Like, I'm not, I may be Green Lantern, right? Yeah, but I'm not a superhero. I can't do that. So basically, you still need to translate it to, whether it's for fighting or for push hand or for health, you still need to translate it to the right meaning. Yeah, you still need to translate it to the right meaning. Okay. Sorry, Monica, you're going to ask me something.
Actually, that was kind of a foundation of what I was going to ask. Can you explain, is there, would you throw him out and then?
I can use the two-finger pop to...
I'll pay you extra. Okay, is there any vestige of the free rings or the stuff that we're currently still working on in your body as you do what you're doing with the...
Okay. Every rings and pendulum and all those things, right? You use it when it's there. So I mean, when it's there, when you need it, it's there, right? When you don't need it, don't think of it. Don't think of it. So the thing is, like, I have, like, in my mind, for example, whatever weapons I want to form, let's say a sword or the saber or the rings or the chaotics or whatever, it only appears, right, when I want it to appear, right? It doesn't appear all the time, because like I'll be a very, very boring person. Like instead of talking to you, I'll be going like doing that all day because like I'm editing. So the thing is, like everything else, use it. If you need to write something, pick up a pen, write it. When you finish writing it, put it back down. Yeah. So basically, that's the idea, right? It doesn't have to be there all the time. And over time, you would actually realize there's so many weapons, so many structures, so many like mental constructs in the form that if you keep it going all the time, you'll be nuts. Yeah. So the thing is, like, use it and then finish with it, don't use it and forget about it. Yeah. That's the idea. Okay. We're going to do a little exercise. Oh, any other questions? Please, yes.
How would you use that for health? Just to be healthy?
Okay.
Does that come naturally or what?
Okay. Now, remember, one of the biggest problems of modern men is the cauliflower. Okay. One of the biggest downside to health is the fact that we are thinking too much. Okay. Instead, you should really use your analytical ability to find out what is good for you, how you should live your life, the lifestyle and everything. And once it's there, you actually need to trust your body to reach a, they call it homeostasis. Yeah, these are acupuncture points, right? For example, like if you stick a point in there, some of the points are homeostasis points. Like you stick a needle in there, you don't have to worry about yin and yang. You just have to stick the needle there, and it will actually regulate the yin and yang and so on. If you actually let the body be, right, and keep the channels open, right, that's important. Your qi, your yi qi would help when you do the form. It actually is like, imagine the channel is like rusted water pipes, right? If it's rusted, if it's horrible, it's going to pop, like what happened to Ray. Okay, your pipes were blocked here. So basically, like with the practice of the qi, right, and your trust in it, right, over time, we're actually like, when you first have a tap, you turn it a little bit of water, the brush will start running off, okay, and then you turn it a bit more, and a bit more, and a bit more, and then everything will flow nicely, okay, and you just let it flow nicely, right? Trust the body, and when the body actually like get a chance to do what it needs to do, when the horse gets the chance to actually sleep properly, eat properly, walk around properly, right? The horse will be healthy, right? It's only when you micromanage the horse, right? And you stop the horse from doing this and doing that, yeah, don't sleep yet. That's when you get in trouble. So from the health aspect, the clearing of the channels, right? And also secondly, let the body be, trust it, right? Work with it instead of working against it, right? Sometimes what I do is it's a little trick that I do. It's a bit nuts. People think, yeah. For example, I may actually get an itchy nose, right? I would tell the body, okay, I know that there's an allergy somewhere, but this is actually not a good thing to do. I don't want to have an itchy nose right now. Can anyone in there answer me to stop this itchy nose, right? And almost like there's a little voice would say that like, okay, I'm responsible for the itchy nose. I'll stop it.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So
We have some people in the room who can help you.
yeah, but
Scary thought.
yeah, but in a way, when you talk to the body, right, and you trust the body can heal itself very, very well. Yeah, the body can heal itself very, very well. And sometimes, like if I'm really stressed out, I tell the body, okay, body, yeah, that's right. What do you need to do to make you feel better right now? And the body may go, okay, I need to hit the bags, right? Let's do it. Go hit the bags. You hit the back, and I feel so much better, right? Or the body may tell you that like you're really burning me out. I need to rest. Listen to the body, right? Okay, let's have a rest. I can drill more teeth tomorrow. Yeah. So basically, that's the idea. Yeah. So that's why like learning how to understand the concept of Shen Yi Qi is really, really great tool for your health, because then you can actually work with your body. Yeah, and every now and again, the thing is like if you think the Qi channel is open, like feel free to hit move. Like if he throws up, that means that your channels are open. So yeah, that answers your question. Sorry. Yes. Okay. Little exercise. So was that another question? No.
Well, I was just wondering, that almost sounds like you're getting into a field of meditation.
Everything is meditation. Everything is a meditation. Yeah, your form, you're doing a form is a meditation, right? Walking down the street, I'm doing a meditation. Just have to make sure that there are no cars and yeah, don't run into things. But you can do meditations anytime you want. Yeah. Some dentists told me that like, what is it? Scaling teeth is a meditation. I really don't see it how you can meditate. Some dentists told me this is a meditation. Okay, a little exercise. Okay, now the nature of yin and yang. Okay, little exercise. Okay. Oh, playing with how yi condenses qi and qi attracts the body. Okay. Everybody stands up. Everybody stands up. Okay. Now,
Tomorrow.
okay. Okay. Now, the thing is like when you focus your mind, it actually draws the body in a certain way. Okay. Now we're going to just do a little bit exercise, right? Where you focus on, let's say, a point next to your hips, about a hand distance here. Just focus on that point, right? Your own point. Okay. Yeah, you can always put your hand there, just to know where it is, right? Okay. Now you focus on that point, right? Now you imagine that. Okay, right now you're still using the brain. Ultimately, it's your heart. Don't use the brain, but just for training your horse purpose. Okay. Now imagine like this big ball, right? Huge ball, and then you imagine like the ball shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, condensing, right? Okay, let's try it now. Okay, huge ball. You can look at it. That's fine. And then you condense it. Now, how many of you actually felt that it's drawing you into the wall? Super Ray? Lewis? Yeah. Wolf? Yeah. Monica as well? Yeah. So you actually like, that's the nature of qi. It's almost like magnetic, right? When you condense it, it almost draws you in that way. Okay, is it imagination? Is it synesthesia? I don't really care, right? I can use it for a practical purpose. That's all I care about. Yeah. Okay. So when you do the form, for example, like, let's say if I have to wave my hand like that, okay, I am not thinking of hand moving. I'm thinking of actually, like, for example, rings. I'll talk more about rings tomorrow. Think of rings. I'm thinking of of a point there, and the point actually moves and drags me across. Right. So when I'm using that sword thing, I'm trusting the sword to move the power to move me. Okay. Now give that one try. Give that one try. So put your hand here. Put your hand here. Right. Think of the point here. Right. Now it's quite big, and then the point condenses into like the size of probably a billiard ball, a snooker ball. Right. And then now imagine like the ball moves and it drags your body across. I don't care if you lose balance because this is actually just an exercise. That's the feeling that you want to get when you move. Not the hand moving, but it's actually like the chi moving, the intention changing. Yeah. And when you do the form, that's what you're aiming for. Like, and that's why like when you do the form, you talk about rings, 1, 2 left, 3 right, yeah, a little bit more right and turn left. That's what you're doing. Yeah, you're actually like starting to jump out of the body moving, right, and into the energy moving. Yeah, of course, ultimately there's a lot more to it than just that, like condensing, expanding, but we worry about that. Okay. Now another exercise that you can try. Have a bit of fun. Sit down on the chair. Sit down on the chair. Is this exercise? Now, so far, how are you feeling with trying to move like that? I know it's a little bit heavy, right? A little bit heavy. But the thing is, after a while, like it's actually so second nature that you don't know why you didn't do that before. Okay. Now another exercise that we can do, fun one. Okay. The body is yang. Well, it's relative anyway. Yin and yang is just relative, in absolute terms. You can describe it either way. If you call the body yang, right, the intention is yin, right? If you want to call the intention yang, the body is yin. It's just relative, okay? But the thing is like it's yin and yang. It's yin and yang, okay? Now try this little thing, okay? Now put your left hand up, yeah. Your right hand just into like almost like pinching something, okay, right? Now what I want you to do is that I want you to just trust it and move your right hand in a circle around your left hand. Yeah, whichever direction. Okay, now see feel what it is doing to your left hand. I think Louis is smiling. Something is happening. Yeah. What are you experiencing, Louis? There's no right or wrong because like that is intention. Yeah.
To explain it to you guys, it reminds me of Dragon Tiger when I put it around my feet. It's still the same. It's getting fatter along the edges of my hand, pulling it out.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Now, a lot of the nature, especially in Tai Chi, it works in rings, is 180 degrees. So, in the beginning, you would find that like when you're, I'll exaggerate it, okay, when your right hand is here, your left hand is here. Feels like it's here. When your right hand is here, it feels like your left hand is there. I'm exaggerating, of course, right? And then when your right hand is back here, it feels like your left hand has gone outside, and so on and so on. So actually, it's the yin-yang nature. And if you just let your left hand be, a lot of times you would actually find your left hand moving opposite direction, 180 degrees, to actually to the right hand.
Yeah.
Now this is actually your mind and your body working now. Now in the beginning, the first 10 rounds, it still feels a bit clumsy and clucky, right? But then after about 10 circles, it started, hey, this is natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is natural. This is the nature of the beast. This is the nature of the beast, right? How do I apply that in life? Like for example, like if I pour a wolf against it, okay? The yin-yang nature is that like, right? When I drag wolf in, I feel like that my body is doing this. Okay, has it actually moved? It doesn't really matter, right? Because I'm just supposing to get, either I drag move in the move gets, or I get dragged in my move. It's relative only. Yeah, so the thing is like, so which means that if I want to drag move in, I am not going to do the wrong thing by going like that. When I drag move in, I'm actually doing this. Yeah. Yeah. When I am done with this, right? I'll bring it back up. And you notice that when I throw move back, I am not going to throw move this way. Right? Once it actually goes in, right? I actually move my body back. Right? This is actually an extension to this. Thank you, move. Yes. That was fun. Yeah. So that is the nature of this yin and yang. Okay. So notice that in the form. So in the beginning, of course, like as I say, this is the path that you take, right? But after a while, right? This is like, for example, my left hand represents a lead. My right hand actually the actual physical body. If I have to move, right? This is actually how I would move. Yeah. So my yi, so this little simple hand movement is not just a hand going like that, but it's actually like, it's actually going like that. Yeah. So that's the nature of the yin and yang. Okay. So play with this until you actually see how natural it is now. Yeah, and then like slowly incorporate that into your form practice, right? And when you were asking about the why we need to do form and so on, it's also to facilitate these kind of things. Yeah. Any questions?
Several thousand.
Okay. Now we still have, because we started.
Yeah, we started about 10 minutes late. Yeah.
Yeah. So we still have a few more minutes. Is there any general questions that you want to ask? No? No? Okay. If there are no general questions, right, why don't we, okay, two groups, right? For the group that actually likes a little bit of play with push hands or fighting or whatever, right, we'll do this exercise, right? Just to play with it, have fun, laugh. I mean, you guys like laugh all the time, isn't it? So it's so for the group that actually want to try a little push hands, a little bit of energy work, see if you can actually like drag the person in, right? By doing this. Right? That's all, that's all. That is all. Okay? And for the group that want to do this for health, why don't you play with this? Okay? Bring this in. Right? Oh, okay, I've gone up there. Oh, it's come back in. Right? Instead of saying, okay, this is coming in, this is going out, right? Goes, hey, this is gone outside. Okay, my intention is gone outside. Oh, my intention is coming back now. Yeah. You'll also notice like the intention is actually like a little swing. What goes outside will naturally come back. What goes in will actually goes back out again. It's just the nature of the circle. Yeah. So give it a try. Give it a try. Now, because this is actually for you to play, I don't care if you end up doing like, whoa, lost my balance. Whoa, lost my balance. I don't really care because like this is actually just a play for it. And give it a try. Get up. Yeah. Yes.
Just to clarify. When you bring your arms in, you're thinking outside, and when you bring your arms out, you're thinking inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. So from here, well, it's gone outside. Now you notice that I'm really letting it go. I'm actually losing my balance, right? So we're outside, and then like, inside. Yeah. And if you want to keep going until you fall over, feel free to do so. Because this is like a game for you to actually feel what's happening inside.
That's weird.
It's weird.
I've never seen this.
You've never seen this, yeah. Now, and then like for the ones who actually like a bit of push hand, find a partner. Give it a try, give it a try. Yeah. So who wants to actually Do the push-up bits.
You doing the same thing?